This year alone, there have been more than 200 mass shootings in the United States where 4 or more people have been shot. And no part of the country, even here in the Northwest, has been immune from experiencing the violence firsthand.
We now know, even if we only look at the mass shootings that have been covered by the popular press, we know that they happen in every community.
Doreen Dodgen-McGee is a Portland psychologist whose outpatient practice deals with coping with grief. And as these shootings continue, the impact, she says, reaches deep into our community.
I think it's probably pretty difficult anymore for people to be able to say they don't know someone who has been impacted by gun violence. As those numbers rise in our country.
Taking a look at the gun violence through a different lens is Oregon State University Associate Professor of Marketing, Michelle Barnhart.
It's the only consumer product in the United States that is constitutionally protected in terms of being able to actually consume it.
She and a colleague have studied the gun violence issue from a marketing perspective for the last 6 years, with topics that include talking with gun owners about carrying or owning, how much people understand the Second Amendment, and the various marketing efforts of gun violence prevention groups.
Groups that were working towards just changing consumer behaviors. So educational programs to try to encourage people to store their guns properly, or kind of the see something, say something kinds of programs to try to identify threats before they turn into disasters.
But as we've seen in the last few weeks, those disasters do happen. Dodgen-McGee says when it comes to dealing with the stress from it all, she says it's okay to disconnect.
Learning some deep breathing techniques, things like learning to pause even after we hear a big news story. And instead of then just binging on all the details we can find about that story, taking a pause and coming back into ourselves, figuring out what we need to be able to kind of stay okay.